Hello and welcome back. This is the end of the carrot of Streets of Rage 1 on the Sega Genesis ported on Xbox 360. Thank you once again, Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection, for keeping this 300 megabyte game together. And in this part, we are going to cruise through stages 7 and 8 in a row with the difficulty maxed out. Let's do this.
Alright, so far a pretty easy stun lock on up to 5 enemies at once. Very nice.
Yes, crowd control is very important when your punches have a very wide hitbox. The initial stage is easy because all the enemies came from the same direction, but now observe that enemies also are coming down from the ceiling, and they're behind you, and you will get sandwiched and die.
I noticed that you guys have finally figured out that you can tech out of throws in order to not take damage.
Well, yeah, we went over that at the beginning of the hardest mode playthrough. Is that you can save yourself from taking damage when you get thrown. You could also possibly save yourself from taking damage just when you get knocked to the ground. That you could just right yourself, that's what they let you do in Streets of Rage 4. Which, if you're following from the last part, you would know that I've been playing Streets of Rage 4 quite a bit, and it is still very much new and still being discovered as we speak. That is at the time of this recording. And Streets of Rage 4, they actually seem to give you even more options to right yourself after you get knocked down. You can, if you get thrown, you can right yourself. If you get knocked down and, like, punched over or combo finish. Did one of us fall off the edge?
Yeah, you did. You attempted to flip over a dude, and because he was on the edge, you landed off the map.
That sucks.
So I can't believe that they didn't safeguard against that.
Well, it's my fault for not paying attention. I maxed out.
No, man, I blame
maxed
that
out
on
the
level
difficulty.
design.
I should know better. Also, well, I mean, not to break the suspense, but we do still have 3 continues left. Each. We have not used any continues yet throughout the entire game. That's why we are each showing 440,000 points respectively. And which is nice. You have to go through stage 8 with momentum. If you don't have momentum at this point, you're in trouble.
Someone picked up a healing item.
Oh my god, that's right. So I need I'm trying my best to keep the conversation on Streets of Rage 1, not necessarily the sequel that just came out. I'm gonna have to tuck that away for another conversation. Anyway, this is the last chance you get to use your police backup buddy because you are still outside the Syndicate high-rise. Use your specials. Make them die. And forgot.
Now, do the SWAT backup officers actually have names, or are they just SWAT backup officers?
No, I mean they might have like concept art names. They might have revealed what the concept art. I think it's just the backup officer. Well, it's supposed to be the officer of the peace. They actually fleshed out his character a little bit more. Okay, when you can see the tops of the buildings, this is it. You have reached the top floor. If you have special, use it. When the second wave arrives, congratulations for getting 450,000 points and getting what is probably going to be the last extra life you will enjoy for this game.
I'm gonna say it, dude. Michael is much better at this game than you are.
He's playing as... Alright, just pop the special because this is it. It's the game. The level's over. Well, Michael also is playing as Axel. Axel has a faster punch, and he does more damage. Oh, there was somebody on the screen. Okay, see, I didn't waste it. It was useful.
No, it was not.
No more Mr. Knife Guy. No more Mr. Keen.
No more Mr. Knife Guy. We threw him over the side of the ladder.
To the city sidewalk down below.
Alright, so here we go. Boss Gauntlet, complete with food trays.
Yep, 5 mini-bosses. Mook rushes in between. Delivery carts that are autonomous and possibly controlled by the devil. And we are each looking at a dick-thumping 500,000 points walking into the last stage with all of our continues. We are going to cruise this. Because mind you, this hardest mode run, we spent about 1/4 the time beating this game on hardest mode than it took us to beat Streets of Rage 3 on regular difficulty. This was not that bad. Streets of Rage 1 is still a down-to-earth, very simple game, and that's why they had to improve the sophistication of the game mechanics in its sequels.
I don't know if they had to improve, but they chose to. Because, like, I know that a lot of people like the original Golden Axe, but I don't hear all that much praise for the sequels that Golden Axe has got.
Yeah, I can't say much about Golden Axe because I think my brother and I only ever beat, like, the first level of that game. Well, you know, players get attached to the game style, A. Players get used to how the game's flaws promote success, B. And like my buddy who loves Call of Duty multiplayer has always remarked on, when they nerf his favorite weapons, he plays bullshit.
Well, when it comes to that, we have had that particular discussion before. But when it comes to that, I specifically have the mindset: if it was stupidly overpowered and needed nerfs, then fine. It's a good thing that they nerfed it. But a lot of times, developers will nerf things that did not need to be nerfed.
Yeah, take these guys for example. The difficulty's maxed out, but their AI is just as stupid as ever. See, you don't have to use your super duper powerful kill everybody move, you just have to pay attention to the situation in front of you. The AI characteristics, how much health they have, how many of them there are, and what are they doing.
They are attempting to bombard you with boomerangs because they are Australian.
They are attempting to fly across the screen. You're probably right about the Australian thing. Although Streets of Rage 4, you don't actually see a boomerang weapon until you get to Chinatown.
Well, for the people of Asian descent, the boomerang is probably a very interesting relic. Hello, jugglers that are not actually juggling, except they probably are. They're just not showing up on screen.
We've been dealing with crusty jugglers. Now we're dealing with gutsy jugglers that still just magically spawn torches in their fucking hands. I actually can't believe I went this long mentioning Streets of Rage 4, not this. Yeah, you can play as the Streets of Rage 1 characters exactly as they are in this game, in Streets of Rage 4, enjoying the new graphics, the new sound, and all that good stuff. It's pretty nice. The Streets of Rage 1 characters actually become a little bit more powerful, because in that game, you can hit enemies while they're in midair.
Ooh,
yes,
that's nice.
And that's where combos are very useful. You see that wall on the left side of the screen? That wall becomes a repulsion field that will cause enemies to bounce back at you instead of flying off the screen.
Oh, you get access to wall bounces?
You get wall bounces.
That is so nice.
Fuck yeah, dude. Now, you want to get like a fucking 70-hit combo like you just took that 25-year-old's virginity, and you're gonna kill some bosses.
Ouch.
Boom. Alright, get underneath, try to separate them. They are very dangerous when they're standing right next to each other. I think this is when we use our first continue. This is probably when we use our first continue. Alright, good,
There you go.
good, better. Now get above, get up. These guys are so tricky.
Only because they move so quick.
Alright, nice repel. Now get, Blaze, you weren't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Remember, no jump kicking. Try punching them. Now get above. Or below. Okay, that works too. Keep them separated.
One's down.
Alright, one of them is dead. Do not jump kick.
Because they actually go and do the hyper dodge state. Understood.
The Matrix is everywhere. Yep, you cannot jump kick these guys.
Alright.
I mean, you can, but they're supposed to counterattack just like that. Okay. That was probably the second hardest boss encounter in this game. And I'm not saying that Mr. X is the hardest. Mr. X is not as difficult as some of these mini boss encounters get to. Wolverine guys suck. Those guys in particular, because they were palette swaps, they had more health, and they dealt more damage. Alright, nice landing. Goddamn Y signals.
Hey, no Sub-Zero slides. We don't have copyright on that.
No. You know, let it slide, man. Well, gotta give me another chance, because I want to dance.
Oh, would you cry if I told you that I lied? Or would you say goodbye? Or would you let it ride?
Ride, let it ride. Alright, the angel statue is now center stage, which means that the stage is set for the third mini-boss encounter, which is going to be the wrestling duo in just a moment.
And they're the ones that are weak to the jump kick.
They're
right?
the ones who die to jump kick, yes. So it would behoove you to memorize at least the normal mode layout, because all the timings are still the same. What is different is the number of mooks you fight, how much health they have, and how much damage they deal. Okay, all the mooks are dead.
Positions.
And go!
Oh, you missed the timed it.
I noticed very consistently Michael had a tough time getting the timing right with the jump kicks. All right, but we got them. We got them. Just keep going. Row, row, row your boat gently
row, row, row your boat
merrily,
gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 kick them in the face.
It's not cheap. It's winning.
It's not cheap. This is how this fight's supposed to go.
They asked for it. These guys are fucking assholes, and I hate fighting them. Axel, you could stop kicking now. He's dead. It's nice of you to join in the fun, but it's just not necessary. And that happened.
Shouldn't he have tagged out for you, actually?
No. Do not take your hand off the throttle when you're fighting the wrestler. If you let him go for a second, you just let him break free. Do not let the wrestler break free. They will deal 80% health damage in one shot.
Well, so do all the other mini-bosses.
I can't believe that Axel hasn't used a continue yet.
I can. Mike is actually better than you at this game.
Maybe. Mike has put... I mean, by now, because I've been letting Mike play on his own with Streets of Rage 4, yeah, he probably has more hours racked up in the Streets of Rage series than I do. Alright, and that's what it takes to destroy.
And then he got a one-shot comboed. Damn it.
Well, it was a one-shot combo. The fucking triumphant 531,000 point high score. Well done. Well done.
Come on, Fei Long. Do we have to do this here?
Nora, get your ass out of here. Nobody likes you. I mean, we kind of like
poison.
You. You are poison. All right, is it fatty time? All right, get in position. Jesus Christ, get in position. Oh my God. I think we let our guard down for a second, but I think we got them. Okay, just keep punching.
Nope.
Mike, keep punching. Don't be afraid. Keep them locked up. One of these guys has to go down. At least one. And then the other will fall swiftly.
There.
All right, now just dodge. Dodge for your life and try to catch him. All right, sandwich him. Yeah, he's done. He's done. Keep punching. Just don't let up on Fatty. Fuck the Fatty. Goddamn son of a bitch. He's almost got a full breath. Oh, what is he doing? Ugh. Oh my God.
You see, that's why I said that that you should have switched out. Just let Mike have that, because Mike's punch combo does more damage than yours does.
All right, now, okay. Mini boss number 4, probably the most difficult encounter for the remainder of the game, is now defeated. We just lost out on turkeys, which I guess was not a big deal because we didn't have that much health missing.
Right.
We have the Queen variant of Nora, and we have the Jack variant of the Juggler. There is Mr. X's door. For the last time.
Whoa, for the lastest time. Whoa,
for the lastest time.
For the lastest I've been. I don't know the lyrics to this track.
We've been fighting mooks for the longest time.
I actually really like the Kokomo track, dude. Kokomo is a great goddamn track.
Well, it's one of those songs that you hear quite a bit when you're in public spaces. Because the people they're trying to sell to are the people who were in their 20s and 30s during the 70s. For the longest time. Alright, mini boss number 5. It is these chicks.
The Doppel twins.
They do have a name. I can't. You have to see concept art in order to see the names of these characters. Remember,
okay, I'm just gonna call them Jade Dragons then.
Okay,
there.
just remember, their most dangerous attack is probably going to be their jump kick. Try to stand underneath their shadows whenever possible. If they connect the jump kick, you're in serious trouble. If they suplex you, you're in serious trouble. And whatever you do, just try to lock them up with a punch attack. And recover from falls and throws. So 1/3 of their valid attacks actually will not work against you. And they also reveal that Mr. X's door is just a graphic.
No, not Mike.
God damn it. Okay, we still have 2 specials left each. I think.
Lives.
No. Two continues left each.
Continues.
Oh, well, I don't even understand what just happened. I think Mike got invincibility frames from the throw at the last second. He recovered from getting thrown. Got knocked him down. It's so tricky when they're jumping all over the damn place. All right. Mike has only 1 continue left. He's getting a little demoralized because now he's a whole continue behind me.
So I think the big issue with the Jade Dragons so far is because they're all over the screen. You have a relatively high chance of inflicting friendly fire on your allies.
Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of chaos going on. Honestly, I think
there we go.
I think the best way to take on these twins is to use column formation. So that way you won't get in each other's way, and you could just concentrate on Z dodging in order to not take damage. Okay, punch. We did not dispatch these 2. Oh, she was supposed to recover from that. Okay, whatever. We're going into the final boss chamber.
Axel punches the door.
Oh, dude, you should see the type of barricades they destroy in Streets of Rage 4. Well,
you found your way here. Would you consider becoming my right-hand man?
No!
One of us is a chick.
Michael, I swear to God, if you be a smartass.
You really want to die, don't you?
I'll be happy
to oblige.
Ah, Mr. X. The crime boss that Streets of Rage 4 definitely did not need to have come back. I am happy with the final boss of Streets of Rage 4, which I will not quite go into quite yet, because we are still...
Is it Beelzebub?
No. We are still 29 years away from what is a pretty damn good-looking sequel that's based on the game mechanics you see right before your very eyes. Kick-ass music, mooks everywhere, and a boss that is ready to stomp the crap out of you as soon as you're done. Get out of your chair!
And stop having a Contra gun.
Remember, difficulty maxed out, yes. Enemy AI constant. Mr. X will zoom across the screen to each of the left and right corners in order to fire his machine gun in a mirror-like fashion, depending on which side you're looking at. Use your jump kicks in order to dodge his gunfire. Use Z dodges in order to avoid his gun bayonet.
Nice. Ouch!
Alright, so Michael... No, I'm on my second to last continue. We finished this pretty comfortably. Or do we? Because I noticed that Mr. X still has lots of health left. The mooks, they won't stop spawning. Yeah, jump kick counter. Mr. X also can be a little on the stupid side. If his AI is telling him to evade, he might not register that you're attacking him.
Okay.
Okay, so now...
Yep, you guys are on your last continue.
All right, last one. So we got 3 lives to kill this guy, and he's still showing an impeccable health bar, which is not putting a good feeling in my gut. This is the moment when I realized, Michael, we could actually lose this battle. But I mean, fancy that. You know, we play the entire game, we don't use any continues, and then we use all 3 continues on the very last stage.
Yeah, that is actually how the standard beat 'em up decided to scale their fucking difficulty.
because they took away the thing that made us most powerful. Well, thankfully, the suspense is starting to break. Mr. X is finally showing his very last health bar. Now, Justice!
Jump, kick him! Yes!
Yes!
Good job, Mike.
Fall, you villain.
And had a seizure.
And you get 5,000 points for each life you had remaining at the end of the game. Very nice, guys. Very nice. It's not a high score. The only way you could get a high score in this is if you played the entire game without using any continues, because you're fucking awesome at this game and you deserve it.
Right.
And you would probably get a high score of over 600,000 points.
700.
640,000.
All right, so all in all, this was an enjoyable playthrough to sit through. I still don't think that I would actually go back to Streets of Rage 1 myself, strictly because I'm not actually all that big a fan of the more simplistic beat 'em ups of old. I know that they get a lot of praise for them being relatively fun, but you know, I've never even actually finished the old TMNT arcade cabinet that I used to actually enjoy playing. So yeah, there's that.
Well, I found that what made this game a classic is its accessibility. Where other beat 'em ups, I mean, a lot of times you're playing sequels, you're playing games that are based on like third-party content. This is a game you got to go into with an open mind, because it is a very simple story. You meet the characters right away. They give you very simplistic criteria on which to select your characters, and they give you game mechanics that allow you to discover how to play more effectively.
Honestly, sitting through this makes me remember that I used to really enjoy playing Little Fighter 2.
Yay.
Do you remember Little Fighter?
Nope.
Okay, then.
I remember Streets of Rage 1. The sun sets on the city after the hardest one piece of their lives is now complete.
Heh.
And, oh, there.
Guys, where do we leave the car?
Where's your car, dude? But there's no point in driving in the city.
But we're on the bridge. How do we get home?
Oh, we walk, of course.
We just walked all the way here. I don't want to walk back home.
Well, we hope you all enjoyed our playthrough of Streets of Rage 1. Those are the high scores we had accumulated by difficulty and the round when we earned it. And we hope you enjoyed this playthrough very much. Thank you so much for watching.
Be safe, everybody.
Tune in next time for more